fantastic job here. Would you be able to tell us a little bit more about your site team and how you're looking after the system after go live?
So at the end of any project that we do, we have a hypercare period.
Yeah.
So that's not chargeable to the customer, whether they go with their own support or whatever. We will always hypercare it, mainly because we want to make sure that we can get the availability that the system is capable of before we walk away from site. So we always use the same project team rather than bringing a third-party team to do that. We just run that past acceptance to the point where we can achieve the availability that we want. And then the way that works for us is that we have our own MMS system, which you guys have access to as well.
Yeah.
And then every asset is logged in our MMS system. We manage all the spares as well, so our guys on site manage all the spares. So every asset has a list of items or spares or parts within that asset. So we know what we hold, we know what we don't hold, we know what quantities we have. So we have resident guys here. But if you don't have a resident site, for instance, we still have the MMS system, so we know what the customer is holding and what we need to bring with us. With an engineer in a van, if we do a 10 site, without any communication from the customer, because all of the faults automatically go through to our MMS. So the customer here can log tickets yourself. You have QR codes that you can scan, you can put up on the wall, scan it, and it will just type in your thing and it'll send it off automatically. Or you can go directly into the system, or you can
just go and speak to our
or you can just go.
Majority
you have the added benefit of going and grabbing whoever's walking around and going, "Oi,
can you fix this, please?"
Why is that making that noise?
The benefits of having someone locally on site, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And without, I don't want to get into too much detail about how the maintenance system runs, but we try to keep it as clear and as well logged, and every detail is always logged. If somebody goes to, Steve said to someone, go and have a look at this, right? For instance, just to use the example, we will always log that as a ticket. We will always take photos of it, we'll take videos of it, we'll log what parts we will use, we'll log any changes. We will then go through the history. When was the last time somebody looked at this? Okay, we had preventative maintenance on here a month ago. Okay, what does the photo look like from the preventative maintenance? What parts were replaced? Is there any difference between this and this that I should be aware of? Is it got more build up on it? Is there something that we can do? And if that's we have it built into the system as well. If we're having, say, a conveyor bed, for instance, a handover to a high, right? If we're getting continuous call outs to that, we do have AI built into the system as well that will learn how many tickets on that asset is too much.
Okay.
So it will automatically flag they flag what's the deep dive analysis thing that we do? What's it called? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a flag red ticket red marker.
Yeah. Anyway, big flag red marker. Speak to our maintenance guys, you get a better answer. But big flag red marker, and then it automatically makes that into a bigger project for us.
Okay.
And then we have to go and understand why that's happening, not just keep pushing the can down the road. We have to go.
100%. You can't
get rid of the big flag red marker.
Yeah. So it's not just like
very full explanation.
It's not a repair. It's a potential look at. Okay, we need to make that element.
Root cause analysis.
Root cause analysis.
That's what it is.
Same point.
It's a root cause analysis. That's what it is. Thank you.
Brilliant. And that leads on perfectly to understanding. All right, it's not working exactly how we want it to be. We're gonna have to make a change here as well. So Jared mentioned that you guys have been working together on sort of continuous improvements or upgrades as well. Would you be able to give us any examples of what you've been changed and improved?
Well, one of my favourite ones, and again, I'm a bit sad, is from standing and watching it, we've got our conveyor belt split into 3 areas. We've got the main circulation where stuff goes in and out of high, and then we've got where totes delivered to the packing station, and then we've got the delivery to our couriers. And we noticed that where the high loop met the packing station loop, there was a lot of congestion there, because we had totes going around the system and then totes being looped onto it, and we don't want to get congestion anywhere, so we put this simple 1 metre bit of conveyor belt, 3 tote positions back from the edge of the loop, and we said, right, If we don't need to go onto that pack station loop, you don't. You go across that way, and if you do need to go that way, you go that way. And it improves the throughput from that loop by 20%,
Wow.
just that 1 metre
Okay.
bit of conveyor.
Nice. So we've got a bypass.
Yeah, it's just a bypass.
Okay.
Other things that we've done is we've based the IMTs, they've got their own little area right by the HMI.
Okay.
Now, which is fantastic if they're stood there and they can see the HMI, because first thing you want to look at is where have I got a blockage on a conveyor belt.
Yeah.
But the HMI is all in one static position. So if they're at the other end of the warehouse, at the other end of the conveyor belt, they can't see what's going on and what's going on there. So we've had it upgraded so that we have the HMI repeated onto 3 iPads. 2 in fixed positions to make it so that anybody can use it, and then 1 portable one. Again, simple solution,
Yeah.
but it just saves minutes each time, and those minutes really add up if you get a blockage somewhere. And again, you don't want to have to walk from the HMI,
Yeah.
or from the corner of the warehouse to the HMI, to another corner of the conveyor belt, clear the blockage, back to the HMI to press start, when you do that on the move as you are.
Brilliant.
And then finally, one of the things that we worked with High on was that we noticed that when we were feeding in, High was trying to be as efficient as possible, and it wouldn't send a robot to come and collect the totes on when it was being fed in, but when it had a robot bringing totes out in 2 or 3 minutes time. Now we noticed that standing there and having totes filled up for 2 or 3 minutes was causing a delay, so we've logged it with Milestone, they've raised a ticket with yourselves, and then you've worked to do it so that as soon as a tote is seen on there, that it sends a robot to come and get it, which is slightly less efficient from the High position, but it just means that our conveyor belt stays clearer for longer and gets totes in and out a lot quicker.
Fantastic.